Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 110. Welcome. Well, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I only have 2 finished objects to show you this week, but I have like 5 works in progress that I've been working on. So for the finished objects, I finished one of the Lovebugs that I've been making. This is for somebody was wanting me to make a boy and girl version of this pattern. She's going to be giving these as gifts, and so the pattern I used is Lucky the Lovebug by Holly's Hobbies. It is a paid-for pattern. Okay, so last week I showed you the progress, and I was able to get all the pieces of one of them put together. So here is the boy version, okay? So I did get his hands attached with the little cufflinks, okay? Looks like cufflink. And here's his little shoes. So he's all put together. And here is his little like ladybug type wings on the back, okay? So let me step back here. I've got 2 dogs in the floor, so I want to make sure I don't step on any tails. Okay, so here you go. So that is Lovebug number 1. I really like those little heart antennas. I think they're cute. Okay, so that is finished object number 1. Finished object number 2 is I am participating in Amber of Ooh Ah Crochet. She's doing a make-along for charity. And in particular, she is collecting items for the elementary school children, the same elementary school that her children attend, the same school. And so of course you can participate in this make along and donate to your local area. That's perfectly fine, but she is also collecting for this particular elementary school. Anyway, so I have been making backpack buddies, like the little keychain type amigurumis, and I've made a couple bookmarks. This is the first actual wearable that I made. So I made a child's, that's the back, the child's beanie, okay, a child's beanie. It's quite stretchy, so I'm hoping it's supposed to fit. I'm not sure what size. It just said child. If you can see the detailing, they've got some rows that you do back loop only, and so it adds a little bit of interest to the sides there. This is just a navy blue yarn that I had, stash busting. This pattern is from Hooked on crochet.blogspot.com, and I will put links in the description box below of all these patterns, okay? Now the name of the pattern is I think it's Child's Striped Hat, but I just decided to do it in just a basic, just a solid color. Okay, so there is finished object number 2, and it will be going into the box that I will be sending off to Amber. Now this make along ends August the 11th, so we're getting down to the end. Well, today's July the 11th, so we have a month until the make along is over. So you're perfectly have plenty of time to join. Okay, so that is finished object number 2, like I said. Now on to my works in progresses. I have 5 that I actually worked on this past week. A little bit here, a little bit there. But I'm trying to finish up the Lovebugs, and so I'm working on the female Lovebug, okay? So this is what, I think I showed you this much last week, but what I did new on her is I've got both of her little shoes, the little Converse type shoes. I've got both of them. 2 of them. I've got them both made, so now I just need to stuff the toes, or stuff them, and then attach them to the bottom of the legs here and sew them on. And then I also need to make her hands and arms and then sew them on. And then I've already got her wings, which will be like this one. And I've got those ready to be attached. And then of course I have these loose threads. Like I said before, when I put pieces on, I like to leave a strand instead of cutting it off until I'm completely finished. So that way, if I need to adjust, because I noticed when I did this one, the boy's head, see, it's still kind of drooping back a little bit. So I may take some more black yarn and go in there and try to anchor the head forward just a little bit more and get it tied down. So that's the reason I like to leave strands attached, so then I can kind of adjust the wobbliness of the necks and stuff. Okay, so that's works in progress number 2. So I should be finished with this because I need to go ahead and get it to the person that ordered them. And so I told her that I would be finished with them on or before July the 20th. And so I should still have them next week for next week's episode. And so I will be able to show you the female finished. If not, of course, I'll always take pictures or do something and insert them if I need to. Okay, so that is works in progress number 1, is that female Lovebug. Okay, so works in progress number 2 is I worked some more on the Baby Stacks, which is the ring toy made out of this book right here, Baby Stacks by Leisure Arts. And I am doing the octopus right here that's got starfish stacked on top of her. I guess it's female. She's got eyelashes, so I guess so. Okay, so I did more of this. Last week I showed you that I had the base done, except I don't have her face on or her tentacles, but the tentacles are made. But I did do 2 of the starfish, okay? So this week I did the 3rd ring. Now it's not a starfish yet, but I did do the ring, and so it's gonna fit on there like that. See, so I just need to make the 10. It's 10 triangles, and then you pair them up together in order to make 4. I mean, sorry, not 4. 5 rings, rays. Right, rays of the starfish, or the leg. No, not legs. Rays, I guess. Anyway. And then attach them to this ring. So it's partly made, you know. And then of course I've got one more ring that is even smaller that will fit at the very top, and I will probably look in my collection of yarns and find a light blue, I'm thinking, for that top ring, since I have the yellow, the minty green, and the pink. So that's my plan. So next week this should be finished, this ring, and I am going also try to get the tentacles attached. Now I did work on the tentacles some. I mean, all the tentacles are made. I just had to, I'm making these suckers that I have to make and then stitch on. And there are 8 tentacles, of course. 4 of them are long, and then 4 of them are a little shorter. And so the short ones, you have to put 4 tentacles that you attach, and then the longer ones you put 5. And so I think I have all of the short ones with suckers attached. So you got 1 and 2 and 3, right? Yeah. And 4, yes. Okay, and then see how this one's curled up. So what you do is you have a piece of a strand left over at the bottom and at the top, and so use the bottom and you stitch it through to make it kind of coily, I guess, curly. And then you attach them. So anyway, I've got all the suckers for the short ones, and then I have one of the suckers. It's not complete though, it's only got 4. But see, this is one of the long ones. So I need to do one more sucker and attach that, because there's 5 on each of these. And then of course I'll have 3 more. Here's one of them, and then 2 more in the bag down there to attach the suckers to. The suction cups, right? Okay. Okay, so that was works in progress number 2. Works in progress number 3 is the gingerbread house Christmas ornament. Right? Yeah. And I will pop up a picture here to show you the pattern that I'm using. Okay, so I'm working on that. I've got all the plastic canvas pieces cut, and I'm beginning to do the outside of them that are now then stitched onto the plastic canvas pieces. I'm using, here's my hook, a number 7 steel crochet hook. I don't know, it doesn't have the millimeter size, it's just number 7. It is the colorway hemp for this, and this is the Artiste crochet cotton, I think, number 10. It's like what you use to make doilies with. Okay, so I've got the front and the back panel, okay, and then I have got the sides done. So it's going to, let's see if I've got all this right here. No, that's the bottom. I had the sides and the bottom done. So as far as the sides, I'll try to hold the pieces together, sort of. Okay, and then I'll try to show you about how big it's going to be. See that? I don't know. That's not very good, huh? Anyway, it's going to be, you know, I think it was supposed to be about 3 inches tall, something like that. And like I said, they're one of the side piece, so the front and back panel is attached. Okay. Anyway, so I've got the 2 sides and the bottom, the floor of it, and then I'm working on the roof parts, because the roof is this angled piece that's going to be attached on either side there. And so I've worked on one piece here, and I don't know if you can see the texture of it. Let me see if I can try to hold it up here. Anyway, you have this, I don't know if you can see it, but there's this pattern that is where you do some back loops only on several of the rows, and I think the yeah, see that maybe. Anyway, that is where I think there's some sort of white trim that you attach to those remaining unworked loops as part of the decoration, like snow on the top of or icing, you know, because it's gingerbread house on top of the roof. Anyway, this is just a piece of it. I think each side has got 2 sections or something. Anyway, so it's coming along. I'm hoping that I will have it finished by the end of the month. Yeah. So then I can use it to cross off the July bingo, the July bingo card, right? For Llama Mama Kayla, I believe there is a square that is a Christmas ornament, so I may use it for that. Also, I can enter it in. Ella of No Catchy Name is doing a Christmas in July make-along, and so I can enter it as a Christmas related item if I get it done. So I should be able to, right? Of course, once you get all those coverings, then you have to go back and do all the little trims of the decorations that go on the ornaments. So there's still more work to do. Okay, so that is Works in Progress number 3. Works in Progress number 4 is the Stash Buster Square number 13, I believe. And this is from the Unraveled Mitten. She is doing a Stash Buster Square crochet along, I think, that's lasting throughout the whole entire year. Every 2 weeks she releases a new square, and so this is square number 13. Not quite finished. I think I've got about maybe 2 more rows, or well, no, 2, because it's a 2-row repeat. I think I'm gonna have 2 sets of 2 to finish it before it's tall enough. But as you can see, yeah, you can see the stitches. That is a star stitch, okay? And I have a previous one. The way I'm doing is I just take one of my previous squares and I hold it up to it, and see how this one in the back is taller, or got more to it than the front. So that means I need, like I said, I think 2 more rows, maybe just 1 more repeat, and then of course the white border around it. But I ran out of the ball, the scrap ball that I was using. It's one of the mandalas. I'm not sure which one. And so I need to attach another piece of something to finish it. And I'm using number 3 weight yarns on all of these, and so they are scraps from leftover mandala cakes. There are also some baby yarns that I have, okay? And so that's what I'm using for these. And so, like I said, I have a little bit more on that, and so that should be a finished object next week. Okay. Number 5 is I worked on the wildlife Afghan, the wildlife cable Afghan. I will show you the book. I have it over here. Okay, so this is the blanket that I'm doing, this one with the deer. Okay, and it's coming out of the wildlife cable Afghans book right there. Okay, so I am still working on the deer panel, the center panel there, the silhouette of the deer. And so I thought I was going to have it finished so I could show it to you, but I'm not quite. I'm in the area of the antlers. See where the mark is there? I have to get all the way up to the top there. So I've got about 10 or 12 more rows or something like that. And it's very difficult to hold it up because of all the bobbins that are attached to the top of it. So what I did is I laid it out on my table and I took a picture of it so you could see it. So I will pop in my progress on this blanket. I will pop in that picture here. Okay, so that's my progress. So I'm hoping if I get it continue on with it, I'll get that center panel finished and be able to show it to you this next week, I'm hoping. And let's see, what else? Well, that's all that I've been working on. Of course, if you saw in the Yarn Bingo Facebook group, if you're a member of that, one of the squares for the Yarn Bingo sheet was to show how you store your whips. And I can't remember, I think it's for this month. Yeah, it was for this month. I was thinking maybe it was for June, but no, I think it's for this month. Anyway, I put a picture in there of my whip wall that I have. It's a piece of pegboard that my husband put up for me, and then I have project bags and things hanging from it with my works in progress in. And as you can see in the picture, well, I'll pop in a picture here of my whip wall, okay? As you can see in the picture, I have lots of whips. Yes, I do. I have whip-itis. Is that a new word? So I really need to do something with them. Evaluate them. See which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to give up on. I don't think so. I think they're all pretty worthy of finishing, but I really need to work on them and stop starting so many new things. But it's so hard, isn't it? Because you find these things and you're thinking, oh, this one will be fun. This pattern will be so fun to make, and no, I can't wait to start it. And so you start it, and even though you have all these whips already, oh my goodness. Well, what can you do? Anyway, upcoming, I still have not started on the Jada in Stitches calendar blanket for 2019. It's going to be a really cute section. It's a row of houses that are going to go on the blanket, and I haven't started them yet because I've been trying to get these Lovebugs finished. Because I have 3 more amigurumis that are going to be for the same lady that ordered these 2. I have 3 more that she's wanting me to make over the next couple of months, so I need to go ahead and get onto those too. So anyway, I haven't started Jada's blanket, and I'm sure she's going to be released. I haven't started that section. And I'm sure she's going to be releasing the next section soon. Hopefully I won't get behind in it, but we'll see. I'll try to get at least some of those houses done this week. And let's see, Stash Buster number 14 of the Unraveled Mitten Stash Buster Cow is, I think, going to be starting this, well, yeah, I think this next week she'll be releasing number 14. So that one is upcoming also. Let's see. And then, of course, I always have something upcoming, so just stay tuned. And the best way to stay tuned is to subscribe to my channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do. Thank you so much for my subscribers that have been with me from the beginning, and those that are just now joining me. Welcome to the new ones of you. We're getting really close to 4,900 subscribers, and of course when we get to the 5,000 subscriber mark, it'll be time for another giveaway. So like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and then you can see what else is going to be upcoming. Okay, so best part of the episode is when I talk about the Super 7 podcasters of the week. These are podcasters that I subscribe to, that I like to recognize as and introduce you to if you don't know them, just to tell you about them, so that way if you don't know about them, you can go over and subscribe to their channel and enjoy their videos. Okay, so no particular order. Number 1 is Nikki of Angry Cats Crafts, right? Yes, I have my notes down here. Okay, so Nikki is new to YouTube. She's a crocheter. She makes some really great looking things, and she shows yarn purchases and things that she makes, that she buys, and but like I said, of course she shows you her crochet projects. So please go check her out and subscribe to her if you haven't yet. Okay, number 2 is Jennifer Reads and Crochets. That's the name of the channel. So that's Jennifer, and she has been around YouTube for a couple of years, I believe. Her earlier videos she was doing book reviews, but in the past 2 months, I think, she's also been showing her crochet projects also as well. Okay, and so check her out. She's got some great projects, and she recently made a video where she was in the Yarn Happy Mail swap, and so she showed the items that she received in her swap. So go check her channel out and see what she's been making. Just a minute. That is my grand dog. I am dog sitting, and so he decided he needed to scratch the floor a little bit. Okay, let's continue on, shall we? Okay, so number 3 is Amanda from Undercover Yarn Snob. Okay, so Amanda is fairly new as well. Go check her channel out. She's got some great amigurumi projects. I know a couple of episodes back she made a amigurumi shark that turned out super cute. She's a crocheter. And so, like I said, she makes great projects, so go check her channel out and subscribe. Okay, number 4. Now, okay, number 4, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, and I don't know the person's name. Now, the name of this channel is, and I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, but it is, I'm thinking 2 to 8, I don't know, something like that. Like I said, the links will be down in the description box below. Okay, so the reason I put this as one of my Super 7 podcasters is she makes, she is, I think, Spanish or Mexican, I'm not sure. I know her videos are in Spanish, but she has been putting them, she will re-release the same video, and she will have it where it's just got music in the background so you can't hear her speaking, and she will have English subtitles at the bottom of the screen. But anyway, what her channel is tutorials, and it's loom knitting tutorials. And so I know that I have viewers that watch me that also, besides like crochet, they also like to loom knit. And so I just wanted to throw that channel out there. If there's anybody that is looking for tutorials using the loom, as you see, I have knitting looms there and over there. And I haven't used them in a long time, but I like to subscribe to this person's channel, because that way I'll see when she puts a new tutorial out, and hoping that will want me to get my loom down and use it. But she's got some really cute tutorials for using the loom, and it's just amazing what you can make on the knitting loom. Okay, so that is number 4. So check that channel out if you're interested in loom knitting and seeing what you can make with them. Okay, number 5 is Tasha's creative side. Okay, so Tasha is a crocheter. She used to make videos more regularly. She's gotten a little bit where her videos are farther between, but she still has videos up for you to enjoy. She has a new grandbaby, and she is busy with that and family things, and you know how it goes. But please go over and check Tasha out. She has a mission where she makes these monkeys, and she makes so many monkeys of different colors, and she donates them to one of her local hospitals. And so it's really cute when she makes these videos showing all the little monkeys that she has made. So go check Tasha's channel out if you haven't, and subscribe if you haven't heard about her or if you haven't subscribed to her. Okay, number 6 is Pam Rivers' Nana's Boutique. Okay, so that's the whole channel name. So this is Pam, and she is a new channel as well, and she is a crocheter. She shows her yarn hauls. She shows her works in progress, finished objects like we all do, and just go over and check her out and see what she's making. Subscribe if you don't know about her and haven't, or whatever. You know, go and subscribe. I really like seeing what everybody's making, because I always get ideas on new things that I want to file away as a pattern I want to make, or if I can't resist, go ahead and start it among my other works in progresses and make it. So go check Pam Rivers' videos out, subscribe to her channel. Okay, number 7 is Miss Allie Makes. Now, she has several videos out. The first part of her videos, the first videos in her channel there that is listed, are more knitting, because she was doing more knitting at that time. Now she's kind of shifted her interest, and she is doing more crocheting. So now she's calling her videos Crochet Podcast. And so you can see her earlier videos of her knitting projects, but then her most recent videos, you can check out what she's crocheting. So if you haven't heard of Allie's channel, please go check her out and subscribe to her as well. Okay, so that's my Super 7 for the week. Hope you found somebody in this list that's new to you that you can go and subscribe to their channels and check out what they're doing. Okay, so that is it. I think I've covered everything. Enjoy your weekend. Have some family time, get some crafting done. That's the best part, right? So I think that's it. I'm just rambling. So everybody, have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.